Yo, what's up, people, and welcome back to the Forest 2
No,
Leeds.
no,
oh, wait.
no,
Wrong
no.
script, my bad. Welcome back to the What's Good podcast.
You know how painful it is? Like, so Leeds played Forest on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's currently Monday.
Yep.
And we lost 2-0.
Well, we didn't. I won, actually.
Leeds lost 2-0 to Forest.
I saw everyone on Twitter calling it the What's Good derby. That's jokes.
I saw that. I was jokes. Yeah, so Randolph went to the game.
Yeah.
He cancelled the plans that we had for months just to go to it.
Man, I didn't know it was I never knew it was the same day, bro.
Whatever. If you're gonna rub this scoreline in, I'm gonna rub in the fact that you're a bad friend.
Yeah. I would have cancelled it. If it was a normal game, I would have cancelled it as well, because it was Forest Leeds. I had to go.
So it was on TV. I did only see the first 25 minutes.
Oh,
because it was Cody Ko's show.
Yeah, you had to go.
Yeah, so
I was wondering what time would you have to go to the show? Like, would you have to see the whole game and then go?
No.
Down.
Yeah, so I was not watching it, but I was like on BBC on my phone, just like refreshing every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So do you wanna tell us?
Oh, so
talk us through that.
Yeah, obviously it ended 2-0. Forest scored. I'm not sure exactly what minute, but it was around about 30-ish minutes.
Yeah, and then 94th.
Yeah, 94th. That goal was the ice on the top. Like, the fans were going nuts. Players were going crazy. But I think, because it was a very tense game. Like, I do think Leeds didn't play very well at all. Like,
so obviously I don't know the whole game. I was looking though, and we had like 70% possession the whole game.
But the possession didn't, like, it wasn't like FIFA, you know, when like, oh, you're taking loads of shots, so you've got the ball. And
I saw we didn't have a shot on target.
Yeah. You kept giving the ball away all the time. It was really weird. It was like you were nervous, which is...
We are.
But it's obviously
it's after New Year's. We're nervous.
After New Year's, you're not in form as well. Obviously, it's like City Ground, like a good, one of the best championship stadiums, grounds, fans. So we were going crazy, and obviously Leeds and Forest is always a big game anyway because of the history. But the positions where each of us are in the table,
like we are always in those positions anyway.
Yeah.
Like if we're playing each other, we're normally fighting for promotion or players.
Yeah. So it's just a big game, and the fans knew it, obviously, because we are so close in the table as well. Like, everyone had the flags. It was like a big game. We were nervous and that. And then, the game started. You had a lot of the ball the whole game, and you were still like threatening because you passed the ball really well. Like, you're a very scary team. But you passed attacking. You play nice football, but your passes in this game were just going out for throw-ins, giving it back to us all the time. Then we scored 30th minute. Sammy, did you see the goal? Yeah, it was really weird. Like, it was just where we sit, me and my dad sit in the stadium, it was a perfect angle for it. And I could see that our player, Amiobi, ready to shoot. And I was like, bro, don't shoot. It's like near post. It just went in. I was like, okay, yes, great. But we played really well, actually, like defended well, just everyone fought for the ball.
Oh, it's so annoying, you know. It's so, like, we were 9 points clear at New Year.
You were, I think, when Liverpool were 10 points ahead, I'm pretty sure, because I remember...
No, I think they were like 12 or 13, we were 9. Is that what you're going to...
Yeah, they were definitely more than Leeds, but it was a similar scenario. I was thinking, wow, West Brom and Leeds are just going clear now.
That was the difference, though. There was 2.
Yes, yeah.
Whereas in the Premiership, Liverpool on their own, they're kind of like, we're sick.
Yeah.
Our one is like, we have to win to keep up.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, it's so frustrating, because now we're second. West Brom are 4 points ahead.
They beat Millwall, yeah.
So they're 4 points. We're 1 point ahead of third.
Yeah.
Who are 1 point ahead of you.
No, we're
third.
We're 1 point. No, we're fourth, but I think we're on the same.
I thought you were 1 point. Oh no, we're equal on points with Fulham.
Yeah, Fulham. Yeah, Fulham. I think we're 1 point behind both of you.
Yeah, 15. They're thinking you're on 59. We're on 55 with Fulham. You're on 54.
Yeah.
And someone's on 53.
Brentford 53, and then Preston are 50. So at least now Forest are like 4 points in the playoffs.
So I mean, like next weekend, we might be fifth.
Yeah.
Fourth. Yeah. Fifth.
Yeah, you could be.
If we lose and everyone else wins, we're fifth.
Well, Forest have got Charlton tomorrow at home. I wanted to stay, but I can't go back again.
It's just it's so long.
Then Forest play West Brom on Saturday.
Oh, okay, good.
Away.
Good.
So I'm like, would you like? The thing is, though, at this point, you probably would want West Brom to win, right?
I don't care, to be honest. I'm going to celebrate whoever loses.
Yeah, true.
I just care if we win.
Maybe it draws better. If it draws better.
As long as we win.
Yeah.
As long as we win, we catch up or get away from someone.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I think Forest can make a push, but I don't want to be in the playoffs, man. Playoffs are the worst. They're the best. They're one of the best things in football, but they're so horrible to be a fan of. And even, they're actually tough to be a neutral, you know, because even when you're a neutral, you're never truly like 50-50, right? You always have allegiance to one team.
You just kind of look at a team and go like, I like them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, that's like worst case.
Yeah, and like you go to Wembley, man. Like if you get to the final, you go to Wembley, you take all your fans, and it's like, this could be the best day of our lives or the
I
worst.
don't know if we got to the playoff final, I don't know if I'd go. I feel like I'm the curse.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't tweet. I didn't message you. I didn't tweet.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I was like,
even after the game,
I know. I wanted to do it on the podcast. That's why I didn't even say anything today.
So I put my video out like during the game. We were 1-0 down. I was like, you know, screw it. Just upload the video. I was like, there's a game on? What are you on about?
Yeah.
And then I was out as well, and I was like,
don't look.
By the time I looked, and I was like, we lost 2-0.
Yeah.
And everyone starts tweeting me, and I'm just like, you guys see my new video, by the way? It's the main thing happening right now, please.
Yeah. It's in the second goal was just like right at the last minute.
I haven't seen that goal.
No, yeah, that was you had a corner or a free kick, and I was so nervous. And then I had a snood on and my hat, and so all you could see was my eyes. And I was like, the whole game I was just like cringing, and I was like, if someone saw my face underneath the snood, there would be. But no, so yeah, a free kick or a corner, and just our player cleared it. Then it was like a 50-50 between Joe Lolly and then one of your defenders, and then we won the ball. And it was 2v2, two of our players versus your keeper. Just passed it around him, scored it, and then Joe Lolly actually swore on Sky. He did an interview. I was at the game, but my mum recorded it, so we watched it when we got back. And our player swore.
You said Joe Weller.
No, sorry. So Joe Lolly. Oh. Maybe I did actually. Scored. He swore on TV. Yeah, he was just so excited. Wow. Can you remember Des Walker?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was a Forest centre back. So his son is now Tyler Walker. He plays for Forest again. He scored the winning goal. He was on loan in League One, I think, with Lincoln. Scored like 16 goals already this season. And Forest called him back. I think there was no like buyback. There's no recall clause. I think we had to pay money to get him back. Then he came on literally like last minute and scored it. So
mad.
The place went mad. But I'm glad. But 15 games to go now. It's going to be super tight for everyone.
So painful.
I would like to see both Leeds and Forest go up there. That'd be sick for like football.
I'd like to see Leeds, Forest, and West Brom.
Yeah. I mean, I know you've got like Preston going up. Would be cool. Brentford are very like.
No, I don't like any of those other clubs. Forest, I'd like. Firstly, both my brothers went Nottingham.
Hey, what Trent?
No, Nottingham. The real one.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
No, they both went Nottingham. I don't know. I just kind of I quite like Forest anyway.
Yeah, I know. Like
Leeds, you're a Forest fan, so it'd be cool for you to be like in the Premiership.
Actually,
West Brom, one of my mates plays for, so it'd be sick that he would go back into the Premiership.
Yeah,
and then Leeds, obviously. And I'm just like those three teams, and it is possible those three teams go up. It
actually is. But I hope you get by via the playoffs. I don't want to go in the playoffs.
I don't want to go in the playoffs. Oh, if we're both in the playoffs, it's done.
I will go to it though, because I've never been to a playoff final, and like maybe it would never go again. So I think I'll have to go, but I'll cry so hard if we lose.
If we go, we're both in the playoffs.
Oh my god!
All right, if we're both in the playoffs, and I'm talking first game, like the semi-final.
Yeah. We should go, right?
We should go.
We were going to go to this one, but then...
We have to go to both.
Yeah, you just got back from New York, and then the Cody Co show. I was like, yeah no way. But we should go.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Playoffs are the worst, bro.
I hate it, even thinking about it.
But anyway, how was the Cody Co show? Because once I realized, I didn't know it was on the same date, and then I think mine and JJ's like tour managed this.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So he messaged me like, "Oh, your name's on the list," and because you texted me originally saying, "Do you like Cody Co? You like Cody Co, right?" And I was like, "Yeah," and then you said the show's on, but you never said I'm actually gonna go. I'm going. So I didn't know I was going.
I did it in person.
No,
we spoke about it.
I never knew I was going until he messaged me saying your name's on the list, and I was like, "Oh wait, I've been chosen."
We definitely have spoken about it.
I think we have.
We might. Yeah,
if we have, I couldn't remember.
Okay. Wait, I want to ask one quick question. Random question. This is very, very random. Just we were talking about football, so I was
okay, yeah.
Who would you say West Ham's biggest ever player was?
Oh well,
because I had it in my head, and I spoke to Ethan yesterday. He said someone else, and I was like,
he said Payet.
He did say Payet.
Who did you say?
The Canio.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I thought the Canio.
Did Sheringham ever play for West Ham? I just made it up right last minute. I don't know a lot of things about West Ham, but the Canio was huge. That goal was scored as well.
Yeah, but he was like the things Payet did in that season. Every West Ham fan will be like, that's. Yeah, I
think he has got an argument there, but also because
I don't disagree with him.
Yeah.
I was just like, I would have assumed it was Di Canio.
Well, Payet just came in so sick, right? And he was like the goal, that free kick he scored, I think you can compare that to Di Canio's goal as well. Very different, but
yeah,
that free kick was like inhumane, man.
Yeah, but I mean that like The
volley, yeah.
Yeah. Is okay, anyway, back to Cody Co.
Yeah.
So, couple things.
Okay.
One, so I went to Cody Co and Noel Miller.
Normally, yeah.
I always want to pronounce it wrong. I want to say Noel.
Well, so I always thought it was Noel because he said Noel once.
Yeah.
Then I saw a video where he called himself Noel. So I'm like, bro, don't do this to me.
Yeah.
I think it's Noel, you know. I think it's Noel Miller.
Okay. We're just going to call him Noel.
He's sick though. I think I watch his videos more than Cody Co's.
I like both of them.
I'm not comparing them, but I'm just saying that I always watch. It's like the Simon and the More Simon channel. I enjoy that type of content more. So I think Cody Co, I watch every video he does, but then every video that Noel does, where it's on his second channel, he live streams, then he cuts up the live streams into videos, and I always end up watching them.
So so we went and saw them, and they do like a stand-up show with a mix of music.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we all expected them to do a lot more music, you know.
I mean, once I saw the chairs laid out, I was like, okay, this is going to be a lot, very like podcasty.
Yeah, because I thought about it, and as soon as we walked in, I saw the chairs, and I was like, I kind of don't want them to do music, because if they're there trying to get people up and being like, yeah, no one's going to do it, especially in England. People aren't as charismatic. I think there's a difference, though.
Yeah, so JJ and I have done a lot of shows like that at events where they're not even allowed to stand up. So
it's weird, isn't it?
We're like, yo, stand up, and no one does. And we're like, oh, they hate us. But also, we'll do it like, say, VidCon and etc., where they're fans of JJ and the music, but they're not just there for the show. Whereas I guess Cody Co, like everyone's bought tickets for them, so I'm sure they'll stand up and like vibe with the music.
But they did. I'd say they did either 2 or 3 songs plus like another little skit. They were like, they did this whole speech about how much they love people that sit in the front row, and then they did a song, and it was literally just like, fuck the front row.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, no, they do these. They did like a stand up. They did like a live. That's cringe.
Okay. Nice.
It was actually like really, really good. Like really good.
Did they do like a segment where it was like a podcast? Their podcast just live.
Kinda. I don't listen to their podcast much though. I watch the videos. Yeah. I don't really listen.
I watch it quite a bit, but I know that Laura went to a podcast show live. I know that obviously, I've seen quite a few people do their podcast live. David Dobrik and Jason did their podcast live, and I'm always thinking, is that a good show or not? But I guess because obviously you're not just going to do the podcast, you're also going to like talk to the crowd a bit.
Theirs was more stand up,
right? Okay,
like it was kind of like a podcast in terms of like they would tell some stories and stuff about their tour and stuff, but it was more stand up in like.
Did they stand up?
They were stood up, yeah.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah. So it was actually stand up.
Yeah.
No, but it was actually really good. Like I saw a few people that were kind of like, oh, I came with a mate, I don't really know them.
Yeah.
And they were like, I found it hilarious. So I'm like, if you get people there that don't really watch you, and they enjoy it, that shows it's like a good show.
For sure. Yeah.
They just come across as like very funny people anyway.
Yeah.
Not just in videos, as in like seeing them live, I was like, yeah, they're actually they are funny, because they do like a little Q&A at the end as well, and like their responses were quick and funny and stuff, and it was like, oh, okay.
Did you go to Will's and Steven's show?
I didn't. I was away the whole time.
Yeah, we JJ and I were doing shows when that was on, but I guess it was a similar type of thing, right?
Well, I don't know. I didn't see it.
True.
But it's funny you say that.
Okay.
Because that was actually my second point.
Okay.
So we were watching.
Oh no.
I don't know whether I was meant to say this or not.
Okay.
So we're watching the show. We're in like the mid-tier section.
This is going to start a war.
No, because I'm literally just stating something that happened.
All right, okay.
So we're in the mid-tier section, like the one-up bit. There's like 3 levels, the floor, middle, and the top. We're in the middle bit, and there's the floor seats. And halfway through, while Cody's in the middle of talking, and then he kind of stops himself and he goes like, yo, are you guys fighting? What's going on? And everyone's kind of leaning over like, oh, a fight.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? And then he goes, oh, wait, are you having a seizure? And then you hear a girl go like, oh, he's having a seizure, yeah. And then they kind of go like, oh, can we like get the lights on quick? Can someone come in, can someone kind of help them quick?
Yeah.
So they come in, and they kind of like, the person's calmed down a little bit. We can't see this at all. Yeah. You can just kind of hear it. And then Cody's there like, okay, you're all right now. Oh, what's your name? Will. Oh, and Freezy just turns to me and he goes, that's Will. That's
because he could hear the voice.
Yeah. And it's Will and he, yeah.
Right. Wait, had a seizure?
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
And he's completely fine.
Yeah.
He's completely fine. That's why I'm saying, like, that's what I'm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I thought you were going to say something like you punched Will and E.
No. So yeah, he had a seizure.
Damn.
Yeah, and then he kind of like went out to get some fresh air and stuff.
Right.
We
So
saw him
you
afterwards. He's like, he was fine.
Okay, cool.
Like we spoke to him afterwards, and he had a corona and stuff. So he was completely fine.
Has he had that before? Has he had that? Is he?
Yeah.
So he was like controlled, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
It's not unexpected.
Yeah, like everyone. Obviously, it's like in the moment,
Yeah.
very traumatic kind of thing.
Damn, man.
But he was completely fine after, and it was just one of those things where it's like, I think, obviously, it's horrible anyway.
Yeah.
But he was sat in the floor seats in the middle.
Yeah, with like, yeah.
And obviously they draw attention to it. They have to help him. But then suddenly everyone looks at him and realizes it's Will and E.
Oh my God.
And as soon as they realized, everyone's like, "Whoa!"
Oh, that's awful.
And I'm like,
not what you want.
stop.
Someone's having a seizure, you don't want like that attention.
Yeah, so I was there.
Crowding
like,
around him as well, I imagine.
Yeah, so I'm kind of there like, this
That's
is
awful.
If you're going to get that, that's one of the worst places.
How come he wasn't sat with you guys? Do you think he just bought a ticket before?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
He was with his girlfriend, and yeah, I
Damn.
don't know, but
Well, I hope you're alright now.
yeah,
Will.
sending love to Will and E.
Yeah.
It was just mad though, because obviously we just hear this, and the reason he thought he was having a fight is because Will kind of threw his head back, and he thought someone behind him had grabbed him in a headlock.
Oh, raw.
And I was just there like, what's happening? And then Freezy's like, yeah, it's Will.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's all right now.
Yeah. How did he say his name? I guess he was. Did he recover at that point?
He was fine, but yeah,
okay.
like he's obviously you go lightheaded and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and then he went out to.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, got you.
Yeah, but we saw him after, and he was all
It
right.
was fine. Yeah.
So yeah, then after the show, we went backstage. We met Cody and Noel.
Yeah, I saw JJ post a picture with them, and I was just so mad. I was like, I was happy, but I was like,
well, someone asked like, when are you gonna fight the Dobre brothers?
yeah,
And they were just like, they both went, oh no, screw that. We're both gonna fight KSI. Where is he? And then like the lights just pan to JJ, and JJ's like, oh no. But yeah, we met them afterwards, and again they came across as like,
they're so cool, man.
they actually, I was kind of there. Me and Freezy were like, it's more interesting when people are dicks.
Yeah.
They were just really nice, funny guys, and I was like, damn it.
I know, man.
No, they were really cool, and we ended up saying like, oh, we're going out. Do you want to go out? Well, they were like, oh, we might go out.
Yeah.
Then the Storms cancelled their Glasgow show the next day.
Bro, the storms are worse than you think, man.
Yeah, I'm experienced.
Yeah, like trains are cancelled. That's but for those wondering. I was also like, I just got back today for this podcast, like right now, because I was meant to come back yesterday on Sunday to like streaming that, but I couldn't get home. So yeah.
So yeah, we went to we were gonna go out, and they were kind of like, oh, we don't know where to go. And then Freezy was like, oh, what about the box?
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever been to the box.
No.
Neither had I.
Right.
This place is weird.
Really?
Like weird. So we
Sounds
all
weird.
get there.
The box.
We get there, and then Cody turns up like 20 minutes after us, 30 minutes after us.
Classic.
Noel messages. Well, we split up, and then
No, I was just saying like the artist, you know. It's his show. He can turn up whenever he
I
wants.
was expecting JJ to turn up.
Yeah.
Noel ended up not coming out
Oh,
because
man.
he was just tired as hell.
Yeah,
which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But the box, so it's a club that I don't know how to describe it other than to tell you what I saw.
Was it a box?
No.
Oh,
So
it's
there's
just a cardboard box.
tables, like one level up kind of thing, like a step up.
Okay.
And then there's like the floor bit.
Yeah.
And in the floor bit, there's also like a catwalk. And at the end of the catwalk, there's a little stage with a curtain.
Okay.
And at like 1:30 or something, around that time, and then half an hour later or 45 minutes later, there's a show.
Okay.
Now, these shows are very adult
Right. Okay.
and weird.
Okay. Was it similar to the show in Vegas we saw? The Cirque du Soleil.
No.
Humanity.
That was more tasteful.
Really? What? How?
Yeah. So this one
wow.
starts with like a woman singing.
Hold on, can I stop you again? How does it compare to Sticky Vicky? In the middle between those two. Cirque du Soleil, Sticky Vicky.
I'd say it's on par with
Wow.
Sticky Vicky. Yeah,
Wow.
it's just different. So
Okay.
it starts off with a woman singing,
Right.
then she goes off, then some naked dancers come out.
So it's like a show. It's not happening while like tracks are on.
No,
It's just she's actually
no, they
performing.
actually like stop it. She performs.
Wow.
Then they play another song. Some naked dancers come out. She
Okay.
does another song, and then there's like the big show, which is not the wrestler. I don't know how to describe it other than there's a woman there
Okay.
who opens her shirt,
Okay.
then pulls her trousers down to reveal a penis.
Okay.
And then she takes this curtain off this chair.
Yep.
And there's a naked man sat there.
Oh no.
So then she pretends to cut him a little bit. Like it's all fake.
Like in half, like a magician.
No, like just pretends to cut him.
Okay.
And then uses the blood to insert her fist.
What?
His
What
fist.
as like lube?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, what the hell? Is it fake blood, right?
Fake blood.
Yeah. Okay. Phew.
But it wasn't a fake fist.
No. It was.
Yeah. So
That is
we're
odd.
just there seeing that on stage.
You're like, yeah.
We're all just like, what's happening? And then that kind of happens. And then half an hour later, they start another show.
Yeah.
And the first one for this one was like so sick. There was a naked woman who, well, that's not why I was sick.
It was so sick, man.
She had her hair.
She took her top off.
She had her hair attached to this like rope that went up to the ceiling.
I hate that.
But she got lifted up and was dancing.
Wow,
like,
with her hair.
just by her, hanging by her hair. But she was like sick. Like it was actually
fair
really mad. But then this other person comes out after this,
Yeah.
pulls their penis out,
Yeah.
and then starts peeing on stage.
Oh my God.
And we're all like, what are we witnessing? Then they run into the crowd and just start peeing on everyone.
Are you for real?
Like I am being 100% serious.
What the hell?
And the funniest thing is like, so Freezy knew how
Yeah,
much.
who suggested this?
So but the show's different every time. Like Freezy has never seen this. But Freezy was like, if we go, we have to make sure we're near the back.
Okay.
So we were near the back.
So he didn't know of it then. He didn't know of it.
Yeah, no. He had seen a show, but he hadn't seen this show.
Okay.
So, so this person's just running around peeing on everyone.
Imagine if you got dragged to that by your friend. You're like, you come out tonight. He's like, no, I don't want to.
Well,
Trust me, you'll enjoy this night.
There was one guy who clearly wasn't enjoying it because they tried to pull a guy up on stage to just like they rip his shirt open and that's it. And he was like, no, get off me. And like keeping them away. And then this person comes out, starts peeing, pisses
him
all over his back. He literally turns around, tries to push the guy, but the bouncer just steps in. It's just like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. This person's literally just peeing everywhere.
Have you heard about that club in Berlin? Bernhof or something. I can't remember, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like a very exclusive club, and the premise of it is that you can't get in. It's very hard to get into, and they will literally turn you away by choice. They'll just let you in if they want to.
That's what this one is.
Okay, yeah. So we wanted to go in tour just to check it out, and everyone's like, "Nah, you just won't get in because even if you dress normally, they can just turn you down. Like it's up to there's like a really famous bouncer, and it's his decision whether you get in or not. And no matter who you are, like your name doesn't matter. Like,
mad.
And apparently they have a room there are loads of different rooms. One room there is where I think like upstairs there's like a toilet. And the urinals, like obviously you pee into the urinal and then it like filters down into a different room and you're just getting like sprayed with what is going into the urinals. That's not why I wanted to go. We weren't going to go into that room. I don't get it, but I mean, some people are into crazy stuff.
Yeah, but if you're into it as well, like a club full of that.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you're into it because of the person you're experiencing it with. Where this is just random.
Yeah, this is
it's falling down from the sky.
God. I think they have a room. There's a room downstairs in
the box
that's like a Maddas as well, and it's got a bouncer on that. Literally, if you're not paying, they don't let you in. And it's like one of those things where it's like it's completely up to their judgment.
Yeah.
So I was like, Freeze was like, you want to go down?
You don't want to get turned down.
And I was like, that would kill my self-esteem. Yeah. If I go down, he's
imagine
like,
everyone gets in as well apart from you.
Oh, I'd be done. So
and usually you want your friends to be like, oh no, we'll leave then. But then once they go in, you're like, well, I'm going home. I'm going to cry and ugly.
Well, I was just there like, I have never ever witnessed a club like this. This is mad.
That's
obviously
crazy.
Like,
what did Cody Co think of it?
That's the thing.
Did he know
he was there just like jaw dropped the whole time. And I was saying to Freezy and JJ, like, Cody's going to go back to Noel and be like, these English guys are weird, man. They took me to the weirdest place.
I feel like his sense of humor would have not minded it.
Yeah, no, he didn't seem to be like, he didn't look like visibly disgusted by it kind of thing. He wasn't there like, what are we doing here? Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, those guys seem like really, really cool, really nice guys. So.
I'm so mad. I was so excited.
Yeah.
I never knew it was on the same day. Like, I think if it wasn't Leeds Forest, I probably may have not gone, but I couldn't miss that game, So
it made me think though. I was like, because they're doing a worldwide tour right now.
yeah.
So they had Glasgow, and then I think they've got like 2 more in Europe.
Yeah.
Then they go home for a week. Then they go to Australia.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was just there like, you know what? These guys actually like they do bits.
Work hard. Yeah.
I was thinking to myself like, because obviously it's kind of come from their podcast. It's come from their videos as well.
Yeah.
It's like their podcast kind of thing. And I was there like, would we ever do that? And I was thinking, I don't see that ever.
we could do like not like a world tour. We could just like small
I
things
just
here
don't
and there.
see like based on how good theirs was. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that's why I was saying to you earlier. Like, it seemed like a podcast show because when Laura went to see her, but the podcast I'm talking about with Laura, by the way, is My Favorite Murder. She like loves this podcast. It's really big. It's doing really well. So she went to a tour. They did a worldwide tour as well. They're American. They came here, and I said to her like, "What was it like? Was it more like the Will and Ian, I guess, the Cody Ko show where they're doing a few different things, or was it just a podcast live?" And she was like, "Yeah, it was literally just a podcast live with a bit more interaction." And they spoke about like Jack the Ripper. So they go around, they talk about like their podcast is about murders, like famous murders, and when they're on tour, they'll talk about murders in the city. It's like in London, they'll talk about like Jack the Ripper, or in the country, in the UK, United Kingdom. So I don't know really, because I feel like it wouldn't be. I feel like if we did a show that was just us talking on a podcast like this, I'm like, how enjoyable is that?
That's the thing. I'd find that really weird. I don't think it would be that enjoyable.
Yeah, that's what I think. But then Laura enjoyed it. Obviously, I guess if we did it, we'd have to be like, we wouldn't.
It'd be a lot more planned.
We'd acknowledge the crowd. Yeah,
we wouldn't just stare at each other the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you there. Sorry.
Yeah, but I don't know. Anyway, well, I don't know.
Anyway, I don't know.
I just don't know.
Yes, quite a bit has happened in the last couple of days as well.
Yeah.
So I woke up very late today because I stayed up and I watched Drama Alert.
Oh,
And
do you do that every night?
I don't, because there's not a Drama Alert every day.
Oh well, Keem, sort that out. Simon needs to sleep.
You know, yeah, he was actually like, he tweeted like, just record this Drama Alert. I DM'd him like, when's it out? Because I want to watch it. He was like, oh, it's going to be tomorrow. And then I saw him tweet like 1K likes and I'll put it out
Did you
now.
like it?
I didn't see that till after it was already out. And then he was like, screw it, it's out anyway.
Nice.
I was like, all right, good.
Simon can only fall asleep to Keemstar's voice.
No, I can't. That makes him sound boring.
No, it just makes him sound like he's got a good voice, like a soothing voice. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Drama.
It's your host, Killer Keemstar. Yeah, so Mike, Matt, I don't know how to say his last name.
I heard someone pronounce it, but I don't want to try.
Majlak.
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll just call him Mike.
Magic Mike.
So, Logan, the one from Logan's vlogs and his, the night shift and everything like that, and Impulsive. So he was surprised a month ago with Lana Rhodes, who is the world's most famous porn star.
Yeah.
She overtook Riley Reid.
But she's good friends with Riley Reid. In that
They're
video,
really good
they're
friends.
together, yeah.
They're like, they're the most famous in the world in different aspects. One is like the most searched, one is something else.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
do you think Logan got in touch via Raka Raka?
I think that's how he initially met
Riley.
Actually, no, maybe that's how Raka Raka met him.
Riley, oh yeah, either could work.
But so he surprised Mike with Lana Rhodes, and they did this whole thing of like, that they'll pretend they're dating, and then
They kind of became a couple, innit?
Yeah, then I think they actually became like they actually started dating.
Yeah.
And I don't think they were boyfriend girlfriend.
Well,
as
he
such.
says they weren't, but then maybe it seems like she kind of.
Yeah, maybe they just never had the talk.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know we don't know. Maybe she just felt a different way than he did, or maybe I don't know. But they were definitely very close.
Yeah, for sure.
It kind of went beyond the let's pretend.
Yeah, it went beyond the video of I'm surprising you. Let's go get dinner.
Yeah,
and this is like your birthday treat.
Yeah, because even at the fight, I think he was with her at the fight, the Jake Paul.
Yeah, they were there.
Gibb fight.
Because I really wanted to go say because Riley Reid knows Raka Raka.
Yeah,
and
very well.
Raka Raka. Don't know what I'm talking about. Raka Raka. Michael. Is it Danny has it? Danny has it. I was like, Michael doesn't have it.
No.
Danny has a tattoo here.
Yeah, of your name.
Of my name. And I was there like, that means Riley Reid at some point has seen my name on him. Yeah. So I wanted to go up and be like, oh, you're Raka Raka? That's me. I'm on his arm.
Yeah.
So
that's jokes.
But so the whole thing came out basically that Lana tweeted, when you give a 3 a chance,
Well, it was before that, wasn't it? It started happening before that.
Yeah. Well, basically, Mike has apparently cheated on Lana with Ava Louise.
I don't know much about her, but everyone will keep calling her the Dr. Phil. What does that mean?
She was on Dr. Phil.
She was on it, or she's from it. Like, she was on an episode.
She was on an episode.
Right,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
And she got famous from it, I guess.
Multiple episodes, one episode.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like the Kashmir Saga. Like
did PewDiePie do a video on it? I know he does a lot of videos on Dr. Phil.
I don't know, actually. I haven't seen that.
Maybe.
But if he did, well, yeah, she was on Dr. Phil. And, yeah, she has apparently, what's the done fellatio.
I knew you were going to say that, yeah. She sucked his dick.
So now there's this whole thing online of Lana going at her going at everyone, and Mike going at her.
So then she caught that, but then she did the tweet. Lana did the tweet saying, when you give a three a chance, and he lets you down
it up within a month.
Yeah, and that's where I saw then Bread Batch then posted that on Instagram, and then I saw Mike comment. He's like, "Come on, I'm at least a 5." But then did you see what's his name? No Jumper.
Adam 22
then tweeted.
Yeah, the urinal cake one.
Yeah, he was like, if you cheat on, if you get your dick sucked by Ava when you're dating Lana, that's like comparing something to a.
He was like, it's like going on a date in a really nice restaurant and your date walking in on you licking a urinal cake.
Yeah, and then Lana, and then Ava replied. Then Lana quote tweeted that, and then Ava replied with that saying that means that the urinal cake.
Yeah, if I'm a urinal cake and I made him finish in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
What is she?
Yeah. Sorry, I told that story really bad, but I was trying to piece together the tweets. We could just look on our phones at the tweets, but no.
Well, the whole thing basically comes down to this interview on Drama Alert, because she's there saying that Mike, was. I think she tries to portray Mike really badly. Which obviously, if he has cheated, that's terrible.
Yeah.
But she's there like, oh no, he was literally there. Like, I was really drunk. He was stone cold sober. He dragged me to his hotel. She says like, oh, he had a hole in his jeans that was like, oh, look at this hole that I could see it through, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that. And I'm kind of there like, I don't know because Mike is there like, oh, we were in a club. She was waiting outside, drunk. I was drunk. Then I was like, oh, I'm going to this club. And then she followed them to that club, waited outside for another hour. Then he came out and was like, oh, you know what? Screw it. If she's still here, why not?
But they posted screenshots right of the DMs where he was like, oh yeah, what club are you going to? I'll come with or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I don't know the timeline of this whole thing.
There is no timeline of every text.
Yeah.
Mike shows a couple, she shows a couple. Mike shows a couple. And all it takes is one person, one of them, whoever's innocent, or in the less wrong, to just screen record and slowly scroll through everything. Because then you get an entire timeline. You can see the times of each tweet, text and everything.
It was so funny how Lana was like talking to Ada on Twitter, and she was like, well, show the screenshots then. And she actually did. Usually, when someone confronts someone and says, show the screenshots then, they're always like, no, but she just did.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
I don't need to do that. It's like, now you go.
But I also hate when people show screenshots and sometimes you take a screenshot on your phone, like a multiple, and you post them, but they post out of order. I hate that. Yeah. And you're like, wait, what? And you have to like read the third one, and the fourth one, and the third and the second one. It's mad.
So yeah, that whole thing right now is just a shit show.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, honestly. That's why I'm struggling to speak about it. But it's not funny, because obviously this is very serious stuff going on, but I think the way they're commenting on it is kind of funny. Like, everyone's kind of like joking around. Even Mike was saying, come on, I'm at least a 5.
Yeah.
I don't know how serious Lana is. I don't know how serious they were, how much she's bothered by it. I don't really know.
I have no idea. And I saw Mike tweet something today about like having a beautiful girlfriend and stuff, blah, 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 which I assume he's talking about Lana. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're still together.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what that whole situation is, but it's just messed up. All I know is, right, even if Ava is I'm going to just say it, she's a massive clout chaser.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah.
So he gave her a very good opportunity to jump on that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's what her whole angle was. That's why, when she's saying this, that's why you have to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it sounds like it did happen, though.
Yeah, he hasn't once said it didn't happen.
Yeah.
He is literally there like, yeah, it did. And the other thing is, she keeps saying, oh, it doesn't count as cheating because he only lasted 30 seconds.
Yeah, I saw that part.
And he's never addressed that.
Right. That is cheating.
So that bit is, oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that is cheating.
But he's never addressed that, so I assume that part is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Mike, if you're listening, we actually have something that could help you.
Yes, true.
So we have an ad today.
We have an ad. Dum dum dum. I had it open, but now I'm looking at the championship table. That's not the ad. The ad is not the championship.
So we have an ad from Roman PE Swipes.
Yes.
I don't want to say pay swipes.
No. Yeah. So most guys have tried different ways to last longer, but saying the Pledge of Allegiance or the alphabet backwards or forwards, or counting backwards from 10 doesn't always work.
I always think that. I'm always like, you have to find, like, I don't suffer from this.
Yeah.
But I always think, like, you got to find something that's in the middle of, it's going to make you last longer, but
not
put you off.
Yeah, but yeah. So people are always like, oh, think about your like grandparents. I'm like, I don't want to think about my grandparents in that moment. Can you not? Like,
imagine, like, you think about your grandparents, you're going to just like scream.
Yeah. And you start crying, because you've lost one of them.
I think about KSI lyrics.
Wow.
I don't. I'm joking.
I think about you. What?
That wouldn't help you.
Yeah,
that'd be the opposite.
That's the opposite effect.
So yeah, the folks at Roman, a men's health company, are changing the game with Roman Swipes, the secret to longer lasting sex.
Roman Swipes are a clinically proven way to last longer in bed.
They're effective, easy to use, and fast acting, but don't require a prescription.
Roman can ship swipes to you in a discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipes packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it.
You know what? That discreet, unmarked packaging, I'm not going to lie, that is like so key.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because this is a very sensitive subject that people should talk about and should promote, hence why we do it on the podcast. But also, you don't want everyone to know necessarily. Yeah. It's a very personal thing, but people shouldn't be afraid to.
When you order something from like a site that's not like Amazon.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, what's that? What's in that box? What's in that box? So it's like having it unmarked.
It's great.
So yeah, swipes are great. They won't transfer to your partner, so you can last longer without worrying.
They're super easy to use. Just take swipes out of the packet, swipe it on, let it dry, and you're good to go. That's it.
And you can get $10 off your first order of swipes and free 2-day shipping at getroman.com/whatsgood. That's getroman.com/whatsgood for $10 off and free 2-day shipping. getroman.com/whatsgood.
For sure. But shout out to Roman. It's a good thing. I'm glad that, Roman are offering this because, if you're suffering from that or need help with it, then, yeah.
So Mike.
Somewhere to go. Yeah, Mike, we got you, man. $10 off. Check out the link in the description as well.
If you're gonna get Uck from Ava again,
yeah.
Feel free to hit up Roman.
And shout out Mike. And Roman.
Thanks for the segue.
We were like, I was talking about Mike today. I was like, that's going to work perfectly for the ad. So, yeah. Well,
so this is actually a topic I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So, cheating on a porn star.
Yeah.
It's a very weird one because I'm there like, obviously you can cheat on a porn star.
Of course, yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, they are, obviously that's just something that you'd have to be comfortable with anyway.
Yeah, if you're dating a porn star, you have to sign up for that. You can't be like, wait, you did what today? you need to know what you're signing up for.
I didn't know you do that.
Yeah. But I guess, for someone like Mike, obviously the reason he is, attracted to Lana or excited by her is not just because of who she is. Obviously, he'll get to know her more, but he already knows her from, some websites that he made. He's seen her before, so that's what excites him, okay?
Yeah.
So it's like what attracts people to a porn star is also, could be detrimental to the relationship.
Yeah.
So anyway, point blank, can you cheat on a porn star? What's your opinion?
Yes, you can, but as I don't know what the right word is, you have to be prepared for it going into the relationship. Like me personally, I couldn't. I'm not okay knowing that my girlfriend is going to have sex with other guys or whatever.
Yeah,
even if it is work.
But
that's just something I'm not comfortable enough at that point.
But then you have to be the one to not go into the relationship, right?
Yeah.
Like, I can't do this, because I'm not prepared. But it's not what people shouldn't do is they shouldn't like then berate the partner, male or female, for what they do as their job.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against it. Like,
yeah. Well, it's like, say this. Okay, say this. Say you're, because I mean, porn stars are actresses at this point, and I guess porn is becoming a very more like mainstream thing. Like it was very taboo back in the day, and now it's like everywhere.
Yeah.
So, however, they are porn stars are actresses at the end of the day, and their day job or their job is what they do. Sleeping with other men or women, but it's not emotional, in it. Like they're not emotionally attached to those people. So it's like, okay, say Mike in that situation, what Mike's doing then is what say Lana would do on a daily.
But does the porn star enjoy it?
Well, I think they can enjoy it, but I think it should be about the emotional. Are they attached to this?
But does
person?
that mean Mike could go have meaningless sex?
I think no, still, because he's not like, it's not like, I don't think that's. It is a good point.
That's the thing. Is like I'm not arguing for or against it. I'm just like, if she is enjoying it, the difference is she's getting paid.
Yeah. And it's her norm. It's her norm, She does that. Mike, maybe that is Mike's norm, but he's doing it for a different reason. He's doing it for a reason because he enjoys the act. She might not be enjoying the act, but she might be enjoying her job. You know what I'm saying? Like going to work. This is what I do.
Yeah, but what if she does enjoy the act?
I don't know, is it then similar to just enjoying? If you deliver pizzas for a job, you enjoy that. Like,
I mean. I don't know. It's a very tough one.
Well, let me ask you this: say you're in a relationship with a actress,
yeah.
Or, either way, male or female.
A sex scene.
Not even that. Just say they have to kiss someone else on screen. But you're saying you wouldn't go into a relationship with a porn star because you might get hurt because of that. Say you go into a relationship with an actress and or an actor you've never spoke to before. Like, what if you have a kissing scene? Would you then be okay with it? Because would you be okay with that?
I've actually thought about this before,
and not just a sex scene. I'm saying like just an intimate scene.
Yeah. I've thought about this before because I've obviously thought like, I'll say Talia was to ever do a music video where she has to be romantic, because we've always said if she did a music video where she needs like a male lead character, I wouldn't do it. Like, she wouldn't want me and I wouldn't want it to do it.
Okay.
Because firstly, it's one of those things where it's like, it's almost too real.
Yeah.
And also, if something was ever to happen, she's now got a video with me in, and it's like a bit, I don't know. It's just like keep it away from work.
Yeah.
So we have spoken about that, and I'm kind of there. Like, I'm in two minds, because I'm there. Like, I could get over it, but I don't think I'd be okay with it. Yeah,
but then it's like, obviously we're not saying anything's set in stone, but then like it could be a really good thing for her career, right? Say if in a music video, she's talking. Obviously, she will write songs about past relationships or relationships that don't exist, but she's just putting it into a song that might need like someone in the video for that.
Yeah, no, I fully understand it.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things where it's like you don't want to watch.
You don't. But then you don't have to. You don't have to.
But you want to support.
True.
So I'm not going to...
You do a reaction video and just blur that part. No.
She sends me an edited version that's 2 minutes.
Because we did the music video for Real Name, where I'm marrying someone. I'm getting married to like this girl. And it was a little bit weird with Laura, but obviously she's like, oh yeah, it's not real. You're not getting married to this girl.
Yeah, and you don't kiss her or anything.
No, exactly. That's not in part of it. I think she wouldn't. She would definitely not like that.
Yeah.
But then again, say Laura's an actress, and she's going to go up for an Oscar-winning role, and to do that role, and she wants to. What if Talia was there? Like, I would really like to do this scene. I think it would show a lot about what I'm about, what the song is.
See, this is for me. This is the blurred line of what's her choice.
Yeah.
And like,
because you can't be there like no.
I wouldn't say no, because that's obviously holding her back. But at the same time, would it actually affect
the video?
Yeah, like
it needs to happen.
If she gets offered, for example, if Talia got offered a job, to be a lead actress in a film with Leonardo DiCaprio, and they have to kiss, I'm there like, that's huge. Like, that's a huge career. It's like, I'd be able to get over it.
Yeah, or if it's like Simon, me and JJ have done a music video, and like the director wants us to kiss. That's different, then, isn't it?
Yeah,
very different.
That's what I mean. And also, it's like, if it's her song, especially, she does ultimately have control over it.
Yeah, of course.
So like if you were there, like, oh, Laura, by the way, I think it would work better if I just kiss the girl I'm marrying.
yeah.
Laura's there, like, but That's you saying this. Like you've vocally just gone like, I basically just want to kiss her.
Yeah. So where in the storyboard does that happen, by the way? Oh, no. The director lost a note.
Yeah. We didn't want to write it down. We thought that was,
Yeah. But obviously, in a porn star situation, it's very different.
Yeah.
But still the same concept, isn't it? It's the same principle, but...
I think it's like, it is a thing of you just have to know what you're getting into. I think, you can cheat on a porn star
for sure. Well,
100%.
He did, yeah. If they're properly, in a relationship, then he did. But
yeah, and we don't know if they were in a
exactly. Yeah, and I can see how it would hurt. It would hurt Lana, right? Because you're emotionally attached then to that person. Whereas I guarantee what she's doing in work, even if she enjoys it, she's not emotionally attached to the other actress, porn star.
Yeah. So that is such a weird one.
It's an interesting one. Let us know in the comments as well what you guys think. But I think, as I said before, it's becoming a very normal thing now.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, even the fact that they're in the vlogs, in Logan Paul's vlog, it just shows.
Yeah.
Even, Danny's kind of, I don't know what he's doing, but he's like with Riley Reid non-stop, which is mad. Like, he would never have...
Yeah.
He went to a club dressed as Ronald McDonald with Riley Reid.
Yeah, I find that really weird. They did a diss track as well.
They
did that diss track.
They went to the Area 51 thing together and in so many news.
Yeah, that's true.
It's funny, man. It's funny.
So apart from that whole situation, Logan and Mike are also under fire.
Yeah.
For something else right now.
What I find interesting is that Mike's role and kind of the reason he's kind of like started to appear is to kind of like control Logan.
Well,
but Mike's also a little bit kind of like...
this video that we're about to talk about. So Gun Girl is what she's known as.
I didn't know
online.
she was known as that, because when you sent the text saying like watch this video and it was like Gun Girl, I didn't know who that was, but then I know who this person is.
Yeah,
I've seen them on Twitter.
There's a girl who's gone viral like a year ago, and again,
Caitlin.
Yeah,
Bennett. Is that her name?
Yeah, I think it is. I think that is it.
Yeah.
I never want to say Bennett though, because Chloe Bennett.
Yeah. There can be two Bennetts.
Yeah. So she's gone viral because she really supports the Second Amendment, the right to carry a firearm.
Yeah, she's like very into guns.
Yeah.
She did like a graduation photo or like a prom photo with her and her, I guess, date or boyfriend at the time, where they were like literally, she was in a dress like carrying like a massive like machine gun.
Yeah. So she's just very like pro guns. And they got her on the podcast about a year ago. They kind of did this, they kind of not set her up, because they had a debate about guns. She's very, very factually backed up, right?
Well, I mean, if you're going to support, if you're going to be for guns and support, you need to have an argument, right? You need to know why you're doing it. You can't just be like, that's the thing with debates, right? Is like, especially even on this podcast, like, I don't know enough about anything.
Yeah,
apart from maybe music to debate things. I just don't know, so I try not to get involved too deeply into this type of talk. And I feel like on that podcast, I think obviously she, with what she does, knows a lot about guns. She's very vocal online with interviews and that, so she must know her facts. But I feel like maybe then Mike and Logan would have not known as much on the other side. Yeah,
because Mike seems to know like a bit.
Yeah,
like Logan stays quiet for most of that, but she basically, came up with facts that Mike was like, oh, I don't think that can be true. And they fact checked it and it was true. And then a year later, she's gone viral again, and they've now deleted the podcast with her.
Yeah, they deleted it on the podcast as well.
Yeah,
like,
and they said like, she's the only guest we've ever had that we're embarrassed to have had.
Yeah.
So then she's done a video now explaining that when she met them, they were both horrible, breaking down some stuff. Like they talk about her harassing people at the Pride March.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it just went viral last week. And she was like, the video was 9 months ago.
Yeah, so I saw her by going viral, not on the Pride March one, but she was going to universities and asking people certain things. So I think recently she's kind of blown up again.
Yeah. And like Mike says, oh, this is a 2-minute clip. You should go watch the whole thing. I watched it last night. It's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And she's there like, the video's 18 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what Mike is talking about. And I don't know, we're not going to go into like rights and wrongs of guns and firearms and stuff like that, but just the situation, who do you think is coming off worse here?
It's hard because I mean, I don't agree with what she says, what she stands for, But I do think that if you're going to have someone on your podcast and you're going to make it your job to interview them and have the debate, you have to not only read up on the facts, but you have to like invest your time and yourself into the subject of what you're talking about. Because clearly she is an activist in this, in her opinion, and she is very vocal in it. So she will be backed up. She will have what, whereas Mike could do a bit of research, but at the end of the day, unless he's like out there daily, anti-guns or anti-whatever they're debating, I feel like you can't really have the same debate.
Because did you watch the... so Mike says... Sorry, I keep coughing.
Yeah.
Mike says that she goes to that Pride March and she's harassing people and she's like asking leading questions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she's there like, that's the opposite of what I'm doing. In fact, I was actually getting assaulted, getting pushed.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
but then again, like she's saying that, innit? So there's two sides to that. You don't know.
And there's one bit in her video, which obviously she's showing clips of her. I'm not saying that she's not getting assaulted, but she's only showing that part, whereas there might be other parts.
She might be assaulting them or aggravating them. Because there's one part where she's holding the microphone to someone.
This is what I was actually going to say.
Yeah.
So there's like a girl that runs into her and she's like, oh, I was pushed. And it's like, well, you weren't, obviously. And it's like, okay, I do feel bad. There's one where apparently she gets spit on.
Yeah.
And it's like, it is bad. But there is one where she's holding the mic in front of a guy and he goes, get that out of my face, swats it out the way and she moves it back.
Puts it back,
and he does it again. And I'm there like, you can't say that he's aggressive when you are sticking a mic in his face.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's also the one where the guy spits on the mic.
Yeah.
You don't know the prior...
No, you don't know what happens.
She may have gone up to him, holding it in his face, and he's looked at it and gone like, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. I mean, spitting is vile, but you don't know what happened before that.
You don't know if she's tried to make him look bad.
I saw some clips of her on Twitter speaking to people at university about like whether it's good to put like sanitary products in men's toilets, blah, blah, blah. And I think she she goes to people asking very like... confrontational, leading subjects to try and trap them and try and get them to have an opinion that fits her narrative. And then sometimes when they don't, I mean, to be fair, no, she doesn't actually, because she posts whatever, even if it looks bad on her interviewing someone, she does actually post it. So I guess that's fair with what she's doing. But yeah, it does seem like she's quite aggressive with what she asks. So I don't know the full story. I don't know enough about her, which is why I'm not going to speak much about her. Which is the same thing with Mike. Like maybe they shouldn't go that on the offense to her if they don't know how to back it up, because she clearly has like backed up her points and showed how he's wrong, how Mike and Logan are being hypocritical in what they say to her than in previous podcasts. So yeah, it's a tough one really. I don't know enough about it, but
because there's the bit she shows a bit where she's talking to a policeman and the policeman lies and says you have to have a press pass, blah blah blah, and then she says I'm the one actually being assaulted, and he says we've had a lot of complaints about you. And I'm kind of there like, Logan said the phrase, which I disagree with it completely. He said, oh, she's going to places and she's kind of being treated like she deserves. I don't agree with that. But in my head, I'm like, don't go there. Yeah. Like, if you're getting treated like that, don't go there.
But then again, what she's trying to do is trying to get a debate.
Yeah, I completely get that.
And if she doesn't go to those places, she's never going to get a fair debate, I guess.
That is true. So I'm not saying like, she shouldn't be allowed to go there. She should 100%. Everyone has the right to.
Yeah, but I think you have to go expecting that you're going to get those type of things done.
Yeah, or hire a bodyguard.
Yeah,
so that you can actually film your video in like a normal manner.
Yeah,
I feel like she's gone there to try and get those clips.
Yeah,
to prove everyone like, oh, like this. I don't know. It's another weird one where I'm kind of thinking like. I don't agree with it, so obviously we are going to be biased.
Yeah,
but
it's a tough one. Yeah, and I think I'm actually like not necessarily like a fan, but I don't mind Logan or Mike. I think Mike's a funny guy. But I mean,
they both come across actually like quite cool.
Yeah,
but
I think they're both very like vocal. I think when you're that vocal, you're gonna have you're gonna be in the wrong a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've experienced that myself. I'm very vocal, and I know I'm wrong a lot. But sometimes the
issue is sometimes you're not wrong. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying sometimes one is not wrong.
I'm never not wrong.
But then you could be right, but because you're very vocal and someone doesn't like the way you are vocal, they're then going to think you're wrong all the time. Which I think what is happening to her and Logan. Logan gets a lot of bad press for what he's done. When even if he's right, he's going to get treated like he's wrong because of prior things. And same with her. She could be having a very good debate because Mike has seen a clip on Twitter of her being out of line say, he's going to think that's what she is entirely. That's why you should never, judge a book by its cover. And for us as well, especially on this podcast, if we have a guest on, we're not going to interview them about what they're doing, because we might not be educated on that ourselves, and we can't talk to that person if we don't know the facts. So why? So why do that? And that's why I think every podcast on the planet is like inspired by Joe Rogan. He's like at this point the biggest podcast in the world. And he has a lot of varied people on. He has fighters because he's an MMA guy. He has comedians because he's a comedian. He has politicians. He has very good debates. But he just seems like he tries to educate himself as much as possible. I think the Impulsive podcast tries to be the maybe modern version or younger version of the Joe Rogan podcast without
the research,
putting enough research in. Yeah. I feel like their podcast is half. It's very fun, because obviously they're very fun guys. They're very guys, I guess. So they can they've got a lot of opinions, but then I think they try and also then be very
like when they stick to the entertainment side, they do it perfectly.
Yeah,
and then sometimes they veer into like the knowledgeable side, and it's like they can veer into it, but unless you are going to go all the way, and like research everything, that's why we just stay away, because we're dumb.
Exactly. Yeah, we always talk down on this podcast, but we actually really like this podcast. I think what we do is great, because a lot of podcasts out there are too serious. Yeah. And I think there needs to be a podcast like ours where we just sit here, two idiots knowing nothing and just talking about nothing. you know? So I do think that's great. I think that's why people like this one. It's just chill, in it. But we definitely I don't know the world. Everyone has got, especially Twitter, everyone is offended by things they don't know enough about, and everyone's got an opinion on everything they don't know enough about. Everyone just reads the headline and nothing else. I'm someone who reads a lot of headlines and doesn't read the article, but then I don't go and I don't sling myself around being like, I know everything about this, when I clearly don't.
Well, that's one thing, Gun Girl, although I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to say it. It's just easier. That's one thing she says is, she's like, everyone always assumes this of Logan because of XYZ, but she was like, I'm not going to make my mind up about him until I've met him. And she was like, the reason is because everyone assumes XYZ about me.
About me, yeah, because she was saying her friends told her not to go on that podcast because he is this way. And she was like, well, that's what people think about me, so it's good for me to go and debate with him.
And I fully agree with that. I was literally there like, I'm not going to judge her.
Yeah.
I can say like, I don't agree with, firearms and stuff, but I'm not going to judge her until I'm not going to meet her, but until I have met her.
And that's where I think Logan and Mike really messed up, is because on the podcast with her, they were like, for example, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff she stands for, but you have to hear her out. You have to hear the full story. That's what they did by putting her on the podcast. Gave her a platform, allowed them to debate back and forth. And they even said in the original podcast, don't go and harass her. Don't spit on, don't do all these nasty things to her. Which is fair. No matter whatever your opinion is, you shouldn't be treated that way. You should be given your chance to speak what you want to speak about. However, then in their new podcast, they're like, she deserves everything she gets given to her. Yeah. I'm like, well, you just said a year ago. I think that's maybe why they delete the podcast as well. It's very hypocritical. Yeah.
But it's one of the things where I try not to anyway. I try not to judge anyone until I've met them.
Yeah.
You can judge like what they've said or what they did, but I'd regard that separately.
Yeah.
Like Logan's the big mishap. I'm like, that's like disgusting. That's like one of YouTube's biggest mess ups.
Yeah.
But him as a person, especially now, I've only met him twice. Both times he seemed very nice.
Yeah.
I've only met Mike for like 10 seconds. Seemed very nice.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have no like bad opinion.
I saw Jackmate was like, he tweeted, he's like, I really wanted to not like Mike, but I met him and he's a really nice guy.
I feel like everyone on the UK side had that same thing, because Ethan, obviously when JJ's fighting Logan, there was the whole like, there's like, because of those two, there's like this miniature war happening below where it's like, his team are yes men, blah, 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 stuff like that. And then Ethan obviously did the Sky Sports stuff and he was working with Mike.
Yeah.
And he was like, I've got to be, like, he actually came back and just like away from cameras, away from everything, was like, I've got to be honest, Mike's a pretty sound lad.
Yeah, well, it's because everything we do, say I do music, whatever, gaming, blah, 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 that doesn't define who I am as a person.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, no matter what, Gun Girl, whatever she is about, shouldn't like take away her rights as a person, So when you meet someone, it's like football teams, you meet the opposing team, manager, you shake hands and like what's up? How you doing? You treat him as a person.
Bit of a risky question.
Okay.
Do you separate like someone's work from the person? Like, for example, like Eminem says some awful things in songs.
Yeah.
But do you kind of judge that as that's his work? So you don't judge him as a person based on what he said.
I mean, no, you can. No, I wouldn't judge him like that. I would if I met him, if I met someone who I disagree with, who I would still like have to have a conversation with them. However, I do think that what they say does draw into their personality and what they believe. But then again, everyone eats, right? Everyone shits. So it's like end of the day, everyone's a person. So,
but like, okay, so I guess it's leading to like someone like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
If it was like confirmed 100% he was a nonce,
right? Yeah.
Would you still listen to his music? Like, do you separate the work from the artist?
No, not in that sense. I think if it depends. If I've known they've done something like that, I would try and refrain from it.
Because I think I separate it completely.
Yeah, but you can separate it, but then you still you separate it because it is a separate entity. Because one thing that's a creative piece of work. That song has not done anything. That song's not done bad to somebody. But then it's like the person who wrote that. Or if I think of the song, say right, a modern example, R. Kelly,
yeah,
Ignition like remix,
yeah,
one of the best songs ever,
yeah.
And I'm like,
obviously now that the whole stuff's come out,
yeah,
what's it about?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So now I want to just vibe to the song. I'm like, this song's gonna be ruined now. I still think it's a banger. I think it's a great song. However, when I listen to that song, I think of him. Then I think of what he's done. Then it makes me mad, So I don't think.
You're there listening to Ignition, like, I'm angry.
Yeah, but they are separate. Maybe he didn't even write that song, So that song on its own is a great song. But it's when I think of that song, it reminds me of him, and that's when I'm like, oh, so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't. When you think of. Maybe when you think of Logan, maybe if you don't know him as much or what he's done recently, you'll think back to what he did.
Because that's the thing as well, is like, if you judge it based on the person, then how long does it take for someone to change?
Yeah.
Because, what's his name? YNW Melly?
Yeah.
I don't know if
Melly.
that's the right letters.
Yeah.
Something like that. He's obviously got his song out.
Yeah.
Called Suicidal.
Okay.
But he did his original one that blew up.
Murder on My Mind.
Yeah. And didn't he then get arrested
for what he was saying in that song?
Yeah.
He got arrested for exactly what he was saying in that song. But I think he did the song before he did the act that got him arrested. So it's really weird.
But then him as a person, you're there like, oh, like.
Yeah. Well, I'll put it this way. I know, like, for example, the clips. So the clips are Pusha T and No Malice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. They said in an interview once. I mean, they're always talking about drugs. They're talking about like money, etc. They got interviewed once and they were like, yeah, obviously we do live certain aspects of what we rap about, but mostly we're entertainers. The genre of music we're in that's what we talk about, So I mean, in music you're supposed to entertain, So sometimes you can write lyrics about certain things that never even happened, but you're rapping about it because that's the genre, that's the type of music you're making, If someone makes a film about, say, like Hitler, they have to portray that era, right, and what he did in. They're not, it's like your work is not your opinion all the time.
Yeah.
You have to be neutral. But then again, in your example of Michael Jackson, that's like he's done something, and you can never take that away. If he has.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has.
But that's where I'm like, the song doesn't, to me, in my mind, I'm like, the song doesn't reflect that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it reminds you of the person, right?
I think it's just like two different mindsets.
Yeah.
Because I'll happily say, I'll literally listen to, if I like a song, I'll listen to the song.
Yeah. That's the issue with Michael Jackson, isn't it? People are like, oh, but his music bangs so much.
Yeah,
his music is great, and it shouldn't.
It's alleged. It's not.
Yeah, alleged. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even watch that documentary that went around. I just
see, we ain't clued up. We don't do research.
Exactly. I just don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
We just talk.
Can we talk about football?
All right. Well, talking to musicians.
Yeah,
and also going on from Gun Girl Logan and Mike. Logan released the diss track.
Yes.
At AB.
Yeah, Adrian Broner.
As you said, we're not clued up.
Did I get that wrong?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Anthony?
It's not Adrian Broner.
It's, I want to say Anthony Brown.
I have no idea who this is.
AB, the NFL player.
Wait, who's Adrian Broner?
Adrian Broner.
I know nothing, by the way, guys, about anything.
He's a professional boxer.
Oh.
But
He's a football player.
Antonio Brown, sorry.
Okay.
Not Anthony Brown. Antonio Brown, he is the wide receiver who is currently a free agent. There's loads of stuff about him right now in the news.
I only know about him for whatever Logan spoke about. I don't...
So this is something I only found out yesterday, and it's because me and JJ were watching loads of YouTube videos, and suddenly Justin Bieber's video video came on, and then we watched. Because of that, it led on to God's Plan. You've seen the God's Plan video?
No.
So there's a scene.
I know what I've seen him like give money to people, but I don't.
There's one scene in it where I think he's in Saks.
Okay.
Or Saxes, I don't know what you say. But he's upstairs, and there's a guy with him the whole time just dancing, and he's like doing all this dance. And I said to JJ, I was like, oh, the guy in this video that dances, I love him. He's so jokes. And JJ sees him, and he goes, I swear that's AB.
Oh, raw.
And it is.
Raw.
From time ago.
So he was, like a fan?
No, he's in the video.
Okay.
He's dressed like rich clothes, and he's just dancing next to Drake, and it's just one of those, like, that's a performance shot. So, so Logan and him have been like going back and forth on Twitter. They've said how they're going to fight and stuff, and they had that face off.
I saw a clip of that. You know when you scroll through YouTube and YouTube gives you a preview of the video. Yeah, I scrolled through Logan's video and I saw him confront him with his Azadi.
Yeah, so they basically like said they'll fight each other, and then when they were in Miami, I think it was, they found out what club they were going to.
Oh damn!
And they went to it and they set up this like face to face. I don't think AB knew about it.
Yeah,
but they set up this face to face and they were like, "Oh yeah, let's fight," kind of thing. And I think both of them want it, but so AB saw Bread Batch's poster saying like,
no. I was going to give a shout out to this. The guy who made the poster for Logan Paul versus AB was Rob Hand. So Rob Hand's a guy he's done JJ's new logo.
Yeah.
He did New Age. He did not New Age. He did Red Alert cover. He did my EP cover, Going Clear. He's worked with him a lot, and he made that poster of AB and Logan Paul. And now it's huge. It was official.
AB was like, Logan's out here posting pictures of our fight, and he hadn't even signed it, kind of thing.
But shout out to Rob Hand Design. Go check his Instagram out. He's sick.
So, so Logan has now dropped this diss track, and I ain't gonna lie, it bangs.
It does bang, yeah.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
I mean, I will happily admit it. Like, I'm not embarrassed to say it. Like,
I liked his. I actually was one of the people who liked his track. You know when he fought JJ the first time,
the one where he used JJ's voice.
Yeah.
I thought it was decent. I thought it was a good attempt.
Well, there was nowhere near like on point. The production of On Point and the music.
He obviously filmed and did it in London
very quick. Yeah, but it's just a vibe. You know, the vibe of that song. And just the attitude is kind of fun. But
so it's the whole thing about like Mr. Whole Lot of Money going broke, because AB did a song about Whole Lot of Money. Okay, so he's saying he's going broke. So
he got dropped as well, didn't he? And like,
I think everything's going wrong for AB. So it's kind of like he needs this.
Well, he said, but he
also earns a lot of money.
Yeah, so he said he's down for the fight.
I think
Logan's not offering enough money, but
I think Logan will win.
I don't know anything about AB.
I've seen one clip of AB sparring and he looks stiff. And also, Logan is good. Like,
he is good.
So it's one of those things where it's just like, I genuinely think Logan will win. And I think YouTube will just be behind Logan.
Yeah.
Regardless of, he fought JJ or whatever. It's like, he's team YouTube.
Yeah,
end of the day. As long as Logan doesn't go out there and go like, oh, I'm an actor that's going to beat up this.
Yeah, he has done that. He has. I don't think he will. I think Logan is a person who looks at, how do I be successful? And especially recently, he's fought JJ, and JJ going through music now and boxing. JJ is still very committed to being a YouTuber.
And he says it first every time. He's like, I'm a YouTuber that's pushing boundaries.
Yeah, and he's pushing that. So I think now Logan will look at that and see, actually, that's going well for JJ. I'm going to say that as well.
Well, the fact that Logan's YouTube is actually banging now as well.
Yeah, he's putting those things.
I think he'll stick to being a YouTuber. And I think the whole of YouTube will be like, there's obviously a lot of people who will still be like, oh, I just don't like Logan Paul. So
yeah. I mean, he has his ups, has his downs. Like I said earlier, because of the way he and then Mike is, like, they're very confident, very vocal, they will mess up a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not condoning that, I'm just saying it's just what it is. It's kind of like we always talk about, we've said this on the podcast before, and David Dobrik's the one that you're looking at and you think, will he stay as YouTuber or will he go celebrity? But he's stuck for quite a long time. Because Liza's gone. Liza's still making YouTube content on the platform, but she has gone now. So she doesn't make videos anymore.
David Dobrik obviously tried to not do YouTube a year ago.
Yeah.
He tries to go to like Netflix.
Yeah. He had like a movie idea. He said it's the best movie ever.
So,
well, not ever. He said he's got a really great idea. Everyone keeps turning it down.
So me and JJ were talking about it yesterday, and we were like, him leaving YouTube. Like, say someone came to him and said, "Oh, okay, let's do this next year." Would he leave YouTube? And I think he would.
I think he would.
But like we were saying, that's a dumb decision.
But I think,
but if it's not what you want to do, it's not what you want to do.
I think his mindset may change over time, though. Cause I think, say, I would really hate to see David Dobrik not post YouTube videos anymore.
Yeah.
And what makes him great, it's going to sound, what I enjoy from him is the way he can create content. I think he still can do that with movies and TV. He obviously is good at editing, he's good at writing.
Yeah, I mean,
ideas.
I'd watch a 30-minute video.
For sure, yeah, but I wouldn't like to miss what he's done before, because that's what, no, it's not what, I'm not even saying that in the sense that that's what made him. His vlogs are so good that I would hate to see that go. Like Liza, Liza's videos were amazing. And I'm not a person to necessarily be interested in watching her YouTube original. So she's kind of like, I don't see her content anymore, which is sad. Yeah. I would not like to, like, say JJ, like JJ's second channel now, he's got a very big fan base on there.
I mean, I'm already sad to see JJ's main channel not be posting like his content kind of thing.
Yeah, so imagine if he stopped doing his second channel, that'd be awful.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's true. But yeah, speaking of like Logan and his diss track and everything, like YouTubers with music. So Toby's released his song.
Yeah.
If you want to download it, it's called Destined for Greatness. Him, Manny and Janelle.
Yeah. Bro, I just want to say something real quick. In my reaction, I was like, I've met Janelle before. She's very, and I said she's very, very funny. And everyone in my comments was like, oh, he was going to say she's very fit. And I was just not going to say that. I just stumbled a lot. And I stumbled at that point. So everyone's like, he definitely was going to say, and I wasn't. But we used to do the, picking and packing at the warehouse.
Yeah.
We used to do that. And she's just funny.
Well, she's Jed's twin.
Oh, yeah, she is. She is, yeah.
Yeah, their family's like big.
Yeah, it is.
And it's weird as well. I think it goes like girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy.
Oh, right.
Or something like that. Like it's mad.
It's perfect, really.
But yeah, that song has banged.
Doing really well, yeah.
Like, I think all of us, we knew it would do well regardless because of the hype he had after the Christmas song.
Yeah.
But I think it's beating my expectations.
Yeah, for sure. It's doing really well. I think it's just a great project, really. The music video is really good. It really matched the song well.
Yeah, shout out Con.
Shout out Con. Because I heard the song before and it was better when I heard it with the video. It all came together.
Yeah, for sure.
But I get questions a lot. Like people say to me, "Oh, do you get upset that like Toby will do a song and he's not an artist, and you're like an artist, and he does better than anything you've done?" And I'm like, no, I'm not mad at that at all, because they obviously Toby, in terms of I guess viewership, is a bigger person than I am. So obviously whatever he puts out will do better, but the quality of what he does will then give it legs to continue to grow.
Yeah.
And I think we're still trying to fight and trying to like change people's perception. Like JJ still gets looked at as a person who is a YouTuber trying to do music, and I never like enjoy when people say that. Like, he's not a YouTuber trying to do music. He's a YouTuber and he's making music. Like, he can do what he wants. He's a YouTuber
and a musician.
Yeah, the only thing stopping people in the past from doing music in a different industry is the fact that it's not accessible. So what I mean by that is, you could never ever put a song on Spotify before, but you now can. So the only thing stopping Toby before, say Toby like 20 years ago, the only thing stopping him from distributing music would be not having a record label or a distribution deal to put it out there.
Yeah.
But now he has that, so nothing's stopping him. And like all these labels people keep putting on each other and like putting in people in a box, it's stupid. It just needs to stop. Like, because I make music doesn't mean that I can't then make a YouTube video. Just because Toby makes YouTube videos doesn't mean he can't do music.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. Like, it's weird.
Because that's the thing I hate is that like, Toby's video is already on like 4 mil views. He's almost at 1 million streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so many artists that are way bigger artists than Toby
don't reach that.
But they're obviously that, like, they don't have the same social reach as Toby does.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of there like, I do hate when people complain about it, because it's like, don't listen to it then.
Yeah.
No, if you don't like it and you don't want to support that, don't do it. Because that's the whole thing of like, you're just, why does his YouTube background mean he can't do music?
Exactly, yeah.
You could just separate it.
It's the same thing for me as well. So JJ gets a lot, JJ and then therefore Toby will get a lot of they'll push certain people back, brands, like industries, like labels and that, because of the fact that they are a YouTuber, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to support this person because they're making a song, but they're also a YouTuber. For like me, it's all the way around, because I never, my goal was never to like be a YouTuber or like, but I use
What
YouTube
do you
as
consider yourself now? If someone said to you, like, what do you do?
Artist,
you can say one word.
Rapper, yeah, musician, rapper, artist. Because that's what I've always, like, that's what I've ever dreamed to be. You know, that's my goal in life, to be an artist. You know,
Yeah.
when I was the reason I even know JJ is because I used YouTube as a way to post music. So I'd post on, you know, MySpace, any platform that I could post it on, SoundCloud and all that. But then I'd post on YouTube because it was a platform. But then I also started enjoying. I was playing Call of Duty, so I would go on YouTube and search in Call of Duty tips. Then I met this guy called like Bob Godz, who would use my music in his videos, and then that's how I got a little bit of recognition. So I'm like, oh cool, like, this guy's using my music that I'm posting to YouTube in his videos, which is, you know, growing me as. Then I met JJ. I was playing FIFA, so I was playing FIFA a lot. JJ was like a FIFA content creator. So I messaged him, do you want to use my music? He's like, yeah, sure. That's how, you know. So then now, me, you know, knowing you guys, you know, you post vlogs, you post gaming videos. I'm like, oh, I could try that out as well. So it's like now, me as an artist, this is the all the way around as JJ. So me and JJ kind of like opposites. You know, he's like a YouTuber doing music. I'm a musician doing YouTube.
Yeah.
So then they'll get looked at wrongly because of what they're doing. I get looked at wrongly because of what I'm doing. So say I'm now looked at as like a YouTuber, when really like I'm still pushing music. So my new music video is on like 500,000 views, which I'm really happy with. It's done really well, and that also is more than quite a lot of people who are signed, who are actual artists. But then people will look at mine like, oh, he's just a YouTuber, you know, and they'll look down on that. When it's like, why can't you just treat every single thing someone does in their own right? You know, they are making a song, people are enjoying the song. That's what it is, you know.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like, so me and Randolph, obviously, if you guys listen to the podcast or watch podcasts, you know that we've been working on some stuff.
Yeah.
And we were watching Toby's video again yesterday, and I was kind of there, like, it does kind of worry me, firstly, if we release anything, everything we release is always going to be not serious.
Yeah.
And I was kind of there, like, I feel like people are going to look at it and be like, they're jumping on the bandwagon kind of thing. Because obviously JJ started doing music, then Toby started doing music. Now am I going to start doing music? And it's like, I don't really want to. If I do it, it's just for fun.
Yeah, but they will
plan on.
People will say that. People will say stuff.
Yeah,
but it's just about, you just have to accept that and move on and fight. You know, not fight for it, but like, you know, rise above it. As cringy as that sounds.
Yeah, because I don't think, like, my ideal goal. I think JJ's ideal goal is obvious because he's like showing it already.
Yeah,
I think Toby's ideal goal with music is, I feel like it's to have it as something that is big enough that it could be its own thing.
Yeah. But
I don't think he wants it to be his only, like, I think JJ, if JJ suddenly had his next 3 songs were number ones, I think he would be there like, I'm a be a musician now, full time. Still post an occasional video.
Yeah.
But I'm a musician. Like,
yeah.
Whereas I think Toby wants to be like, I can make songs that are sick.
It's like a because he said it's just a hobby. His music's just a hobby for me. I'm like, well, you can make it more than a hobby, but it doesn't have to be too serious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But
the point is, at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can be who you want to be. You know, like say Justin Bieber posts a vlog. Like, is he then a YouTuber?
Yeah, that's the thing.
So it's like, what the hell? Like, so why
he's
why
got
can't
his
I
own YouTube series right now?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. So then it's like, it's just where you are in the world and how people respect you. I think a lot of people in the industry are like just so wrong with the way they see things. Like, I think a lot of people think that JJ is gonna go and play FIFA on stage when he performs.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Well, they discredit him because of that, which is stupid. Like, if anyone's come to our shows, you know how like sick the shows are. They're mad. Like, they're sicker than a lot of. I've seen rap shows before where people are just rapping and the people in the crowd are just like bobbing their head. With JJ shows or the shows we do are like, they're ridiculous. Like, the hype and the energy is mad.
Well,
but because he's a FIFA YouTuber, or you know, it's mad.
I think the person that I would like actually like to not compare myself to, but that's what I envision is actually Cody and Noel.
And Noel, yeah,
because they have their Tiny Meat Gang songs, and they played 2 like newer ones on stage.
Yeah,
and I was there like, this is actually a good song. Like, I'm enjoying this.
They've just been signed to a major label.
But it's jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm there like, that is exactly what I want. I want something that people will listen to. Like Lonely Island, people will listen to it, but you're not serious. Like, you are serious, but you're not serious.
Yeah. When Simon and I first started making music, we were making music like just as comedy music. We obviously never released it because we just took so long. But at the time, like I wasn't really doing my own thing that much with Randolph, like my music. So then Simon was like, "Oh, if we do this comedy music, will you still want to do it? Because will it like paint a bad name for your serious stuff?" So what I will do is it'll be under a different like alias. However, I'm not proud to do it. Like I can do it. I can make a comedy song and still rap at the same time. I don't care what people think of me. People will think of you a certain way and discredit you, but it's like how, you can't let that define you. You got to keep doing what you do. If you believe in yourself enough, you'll make it to where you want to be.
The same as like JJ, for example. Say me and you started making songs and they were decent.
Yeah.
JJ, I'm sure, would do a verse on a song, but he would go, "I don't want it attached to KSI."
Yeah, well, he did the Sidemen song.
That's what I mean. It's the same as the Sidemen. He won't want that attached to KSI, but he would do it. 100%.
Yeah,
because it's just fun. I think that's all come from Jamie.
Jamie has paved the way. That's what in my song recently. I'm like, taking notes from Jamie, still learning. Blah, blah,
so
blah.
Jamie is fully JME is literally just like, if I like it, I'll do it.
Yeah,
like I started my FIFA series this year, and I was actually going to do it on George Best again.
Yeah.
And I was going to use his song, The Very Best. He made a whole song about Pokemon just because he likes it. He's like, why not?
Yeah.
And I texted him, I was like, "Oh, is it all right if I use this song again?" He was like, "Oh, yeah, you can, but it's got copyrighted now. So I don't know if you want to risk a whole series, every video."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, okay, I won't." And he was like, "Oh, do you want to use any of my new songs?" This was before the album was out.
Yeah.
He sent me the track list, and I was like, the issue is I have to have a footballer's name in.
Yeah.
And then I tweeted out asking for things. I got someone replied with a song about Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, yeah.
And I said to him, I was like, "Oh, I think I'm going to go with one for Zidane."
Yeah.
And I think the communication broke down there because I think he thought I was like telling him like, "Oh, I need you to
make one.
I need your song with Zidane." He was like, "I don't have one with Zidane, but I can write you one."
Yeah. And
I was like, "Oh, no, like,
yeah.
I don't know, that's effort. I've got a song to write."
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's cool. I'll write like a skit, not skit,
jingle.
A jingle. That was the word he used.
Yeah.
I was there like, are you sure? And he was just there like, yeah. And then like the next day, sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is sick as well."
Man, this is exactly what I was thinking of when I was doing when I started the Pokemon channel. I've got a channel like just dedicated to Pokemon now, and I'm trying to be an artist. I'm trying to be a rapper, So I was like, if I do this, will people look at me in a bad way? But then, like now, I was like, I enjoy it too much not to not do it. I can make it work. I can be a Pokemon YouTuber and a rapper. Who cares? It's also interesting. Like not everyone can say that. It's a unique thing, But then, like I see Jamie posting about whatever he wants. P Money's playing FIFA, maybe streaming it or doing some esports things. Then the next minute I'm playing AJ Tracy on Pokemon. So it's like if AJ Tracy is tweeting about it, he's tweeting about Pokemon. It's like, yeah, I can do what I want, man. Just shut up.
It is a thing of like, as long as you actually embrace it. Like if someone now comes to you and they're like, "Wait, you're a rapper and you like Pokemon."
Yeah.
As long as you don't back down, like, "Oh no, like I don't really."
Exactly, yeah. Put it this way: if someone at a label doesn't rate the fact that I do, say, yeah, I'm about to get signed, right? But then the label's like, "Oh, I want you to drop your Pokemon thing." I'm like, well, I'm confident enough with what I'm doing. I support the Pokemon and the rap stuff as much as I obviously do. If they don't like that, then I don't like them, so I'm not going to sign to you.
Unless it's bag. Unless there's serious bag.
Yeah, but I think I still wouldn't do it because the end goal that I want to be has serious bags anyway. You know what I'm saying? If I can accomplish what I want to do, it will be successful. So it's like if I believe in what I believe in, which I do, then I will never ever even sign or agree with someone who hates on me. The connection will never happen. And I think that's what a lot of artists do. That a lot of artists sign deals away because they don't fully. You have to believe in yourself. That's what JJ's doing. He believes in himself so much that he's willing to do whatever it takes to get there, but he won't back down and he won't let people's assumption of him stop that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I said that right.
Oh no, I get what you mean. Yeah.
No one can ever push you down if you agree. It's hard to put in words, but the people hating. The people
tries to be a philosopher.
The people hating on you. You're not making music for them anyway. I'm not doing this for you, so I don't care. You're not even significant in my life, so just move on. I'm gonna do what, and then you'll find someone who does support. There may be a label out there who does support what you're doing, and it's like great. Let's make this work. Let's go. So you always believe in what you believe in, and always don't alter that.
Wise words from the Randy.
Yeah, wise words. I can put what I mean into music a lot better than when I speak on podcasts.
Well, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Or you want to just end it with those wise words?
End it with the wise words from Randolph.
So, firstly, shout out to
Roman. There'll be a link in the description to the on the audio and also on YouTube as well.
And thank you guys for watching, listening as always. We're actually very close to getting the neon light.
Yes,
We've actually got like a picture of it already.
Yeah,
it's done. So
shout out.
It won't be next week still.
No, one day.
But yeah, also let us know. So let us know what you thought about the porn star question.
Yes,
and also let us know what guests you want us to get on.
Yeah, let us know.
Tweet us. So
yeah, tweet us more than comment as well, but also tweet us so we can see both.
Yeah. Right. Peace.
In a bit. Bye.